Sometimes you cry. Sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
Hey y'all, we back at it, man. It is the Wednesday Humpday Happy Hour podcast with your boy Jay Walking the Third. That's my co-host Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
And shit, y'all already know what it is. Y'all know my shit is hump day. About to get this little sip and this convo on. Connoisseurs of conversation.
Yeah, man. Look, it has been a hell of a day today, man. So I ain't even gonna lie. Like we always say, it don't matter what's in your bottle. It definitely don't matter with my bottle. And since it's my bottle, I'm gonna be drinking out the bottle today. No harm, no foul. Uh, that's
Hey,
just how we
I ain't
gonna
gonna
do it
lie to you.
today.
I got me a little lemonade and some Pinot Pinot Noir, whatever however you pronounce it. And then I had to
Oh,
put a little
slick,
bit.
man.
And then I had to put a little shot of whiskey in there just to.
Muscle up.
Yeah, man. No, I feel you, bro. Yesterday was rough for me, but it's hump day.
It, it's rough for a lot of people, man. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and this young Dolph thing, man. Uh, it's sad. It's sad. That man was 36 years young.
Yeah, man.
He got gunned down in the city that he was giving away turkeys in a couple of days before that. Um, I'm gonna have a quick moment of silence for Dolph and anybody else that lost their life to gun violence here recently, man. All right, man. Look, we back. It's uh, it's something that we got to talk about, man. I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on. It's something that we got to talk about, man. And it's been talked about for decades and decades at this point, man. Um, why we keep killing each other? You know what I'm talking about? Like I ain't want to start. Like Hump Day is normally for getting through the week, getting the stress off during the week, man. But mentally, I'm fatigued. I'm fatigued from my job. I'm fatigued from just the shit that's going on in the world. And at a certain point, we need to find out or decide that if we gonna keep being our worst enemy. You feel me? So that's just something heavy on my heart, man. We gotta stop. We gotta stop hurting each other and hurting people that look like us for the sake of what? When we all when it get down to the get down and we finally get the story about why these two people hurt each other or one hurt that person, it don't never really amount to shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Carolina. Just how you feel about it.
I mean, between jealousy, envy, hate, uh, following some code, nonsense. One of our cousins, Kev, Kev, he basically was talking about, people always say they try to stay. I'm paraphrasing, like stay true to the hood, but the people in the hood want to get about the hood, and then when they get about the hood, you got people hating when they try to do something good for the hood. You got people hating because they succeeded. You got people hating for envy, whether it be materialistic or non-materialistic, whether it be for work, whether it be for women, whether it be for men, like whatever, hating for desires, the desires they want but they can't get. Um, it should. I don't know the type of dude he was in the street. Just other rappers prior to today. I haven't really heard anybody say anything really bad about Young Thug. I know one point, if I remember correctly, he was talking about like pulling back from the rap game just to be with his family. And really, like you heard music, bro, but it wasn't like he was pushing. So
Dolph was
I
kind of like, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I just feel like success is like people say the almighty dollar is also success, man. You got people hating on people just because they're more known than others. Like y'all bank account can look the same, but I feel bad about the situation. Uh, there's other people going through this same shit that's not famous. So I agree with you when I say we got to come to an understanding. You got to understand the values and the importance of your life. But there's no rewind. But like I've said before, we all got to make choices.
Straight like that, man. I mean, as far as with the Dolph situation, that man owned all his content. He got 100% of his artistic creativity, whether you liked him or not. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm a big Dolph fan. I heard a few of the man's songs. It ain't really my shit, but don't nobody deserve to be pulled from this earth for by gun violence. You feel me? We already up against so much shit in the world as it is that could take us out of here at an early age, and gun violence is getting the guns is getting bigger. They shooting more bullets faster. You know what I'm saying? Like these people ain't even taking into consideration that you pulled out a chopper to kill one motherfucker. You shot for 9 seconds. You shot 90 something rounds. Who knows the other people or where those bullets land that have nothing to do with your beef? I'm not saying that everything is a kumbaya moment or nothing like that, but is it really worthy of you taking somebody's life every time, man? And my answer to that is no. Like, Buddy been going through shit since he came in the industry. He came in the industry with the stories of tour bus shot up, nightclub where he performed shot up. Like, and I listened to a couple of his interviews today just cause, you know, it's in the moment and you wanna know. Extremely intelligent, family oriented, hard worker. That man was buying cookies, cuz. There's nothing. I mean, yeah, gangsters eat cookies too, but he was buying cookies, cuz. You're not supposed to meet your death doing something that 90% of the people would do. You feel me? And it's not to focus on like Dolph is the topic of the story right now, but this extends to a whole bunch of people that we don't know. It happens in neighborhoods that we travel through, that we go visit family and friends through, and it's getting old, man. It's getting old. Like,
Yeah,
go ahead.
nah, there was I'm not putting nobody's name out there. There was an interviewer on the Breakfast Club. I think it was Friday, and they asked him about the whole problem between that person and Young Dolph, and he just started spitting all the stuff that didn't make sense, bragging about who's independent and who's not independent. And one of his comments was like, "Ain't you the same dude that got shot at 100 times or something like that?" And even on the Breakfast Club, they was like, "Whoa, that like that's not needed." And this just happened Friday.
Right.
Like the people that's in successful situations, they have I'm not gonna say power, but they have the people that's not in successful situations looking at them to get noticed, and they're willing to do whatever they can to be noticed. And like I said, that's a problem because if you ever pay attention to people that have well movies, TV shows, interviews, people always talking about they feel like nobody see them.
Right.
Like that's always been something that match. I don't. I felt invisible to the world, so I wanted to shoot up this place. So I felt invisible to my parents, so I got on drugs. And I felt invisible to this girl, so I want to take her out and take my life too. Like people always talking about they feel invisible, but when it comes to being successful, you already got to deal with your peers, the people around you that's successful hating on you for a reason. Then you got to deal with the people they're associated with. Like you said, the guns is a problem, and then you have to come down to you wonder why certain people carry guns, but it's for the other people. It's for the people that don't care about life. You know, I have my stuff on me. Like we've had these interviews. I carry my shit. I mean, because not saying a gun is gonna save your life, not saying a bullet's gonna save your life. Aim correctly or not correctly, it will take your life.
Mm,
So I
mm.
want to be able to protect the people around me as well as myself. Um, have I ever had to pull my shit out? No. Have I almost had to pull my shit out? Yes. But that was just for protection. That wasn't to set a statement or make myself look good or help somebody else out in this situation as far as yeah, I need you to take that person out. But I feel you.
Yeah,
We have to do something better. Chicago, New York, Atlanta. It don't matter
it's
where you at.
everywhere now,
It's everywhere.
and the reason why, like, you know, it goes back to people hurting, hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So again, we take it to like a more mental health approach. Like, I don't know how well I can do my job looking at shit like this every fucking day, cause I don't, I'm looking at little clips and shit from this Rittenhouse trial, and I think, I think, I think it's mocked. I think they engineered it. I think they know that judge is a fucking dud, and that he would fuck up this case. You know what I'm saying? And as a black man who don't want to hurt no fucking body, I'm sick of being victimized, or I could easily be any one of these other people. They about to. You remember you know the dude's name in Oklahoma that they about to execute, that they know didn't do
No,
the shit.
no. I seen who was it?
Look it
J.
up for me
Cole
real
or something.
quick. Yeah, look it up for me real quick if you could. Oh, let me look it
I
up.
ain't,
I'll look it
yeah.
up. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of walk where I used to be able to walk out of my house and be like, I'm gonna go kick it today. I don't feel the same safety about going to kick it today. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the same safety about traveling through, whatever neighborhood. I don't really feel the same safety about going to the grocery store or the movies. You know what I'm saying? And it's I gotta find something to do with that anxiety, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the process now of seeking out some counsel. If it's not anything but to be able to vent to somebody and them take the words I say and try to help me not be so anxious about certain situations. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live my life in no fucking bubble, but at a certain point, it's like, bruh, it's a jungle out there, cuz. And it has always been, don't get it twisted, but we being inundated with this shit. We got our phones on 24/7, and it just seemed like incident after incident after incident, and they all look like me. You feel me? That shit got a profound effect. And if it don't have an effect on you, you know, maybe your life is already in a situation where you feel like you don't have no motherfucking relief. But if you feel in a certain kind of way like myself, don't just keep feeling that way, man. Do what you got to do to find some sort of relief. At least seek out the counsel. If you find the counsel and it don't help you, that's something different. But if you ain't seeked out the counsel, you don't know what might help you.
Yeah, and I was gonna add to that, like the people doing it are the people that need help, not just the people that's not doing it. It's the people the cause and effect. Like I was like we riding, and my homeboy was like, it was about four of us in the car. Homeboy was like, you got your pistol on you? And I was like, my shit is already under your seat. He
Right.
was like, all right, because we never know, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part. I'm not saying you got to ride with it, but it's like you said, you don't want to leave the house and you are unprepared. And the gun is not with intelligence, smarts, reaction will save you just as much as a materialistic thing as a weapon. If you are
Correct.
aware of your surroundings, and a lot of times you're not, like you said, if you let off 90 shots in 9 seconds, your reaction time is not going to be that quick. But in a sense, like you said, if you need help, seek help. Even if you the person that think you about to do the shooting, seek some help. There's no sense in everybody people coming out the house. Like even with the schools, you hear they've already had school shootings this year. Like that's a problem. That's a serious problem. We got kids taking guns to school. We
Right.
got we got young kids shooting their parents by accident. We got racial inequality. We got race crimes. We got molesters. We got all this stuff to deal with, and that's not counting strokes, high blood pressure deaths,
COVID.
COVID, HIV, AIDS. We got all these other things we trying to survive that we can't see, and the stuff we can see is the stuff that's destroying us.
It's
Like
crazy,
that's a
man.
hurtful feel. It's real crazy.
And the man's name in Oklahoma, Julius Jones. I hate that I forgot that. Like I said, I've been looking at it all week. This man is not guilty of what he is about to be executed for. Flat out not guilty for it. The parole board wants to grant him clemency, and the governor has still not decided to commute this man's life. Like, you already doing him a disservice by having him on death row for a crime that he didn't commit. You know he didn't commit it, and you still got this man. He got 24 hours to live. Julius Jones in Oklahoma. If you don't know, look him up, man. I mean, for the people that's watching now, for the people that's watching later, he may be gone, and it's fucking sad and it's disappointing. Um, it's tough, man. Like I said, I'll put myself out there. I have a difficult time nowadays when I move. When I leave my house after dark, my gun is on my lap. Cause if I pull up to the ATM, my gun is on my lap. I'll deal with the police the way I deal with the police, man. But the shit that goes on in the world, it's all right to say that you've had enough of the type of incidents that have been going on. And I don't know if Garrick is watching, man. We gonna get Garrick on here again and kind of give him the floor to let people know that there is help out there. I want to switch it up a little bit, and it's just based on the last episode we did. We did an episode this weekend, and we had Barry White comedy on Black Lips. Shout out Black Lips. But we gonna have to talk about some of the shit that kind of went on and some of the things that you may have heard.
Oh yeah, I have been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that episode all week also. Yeah, shout out Black Lips. Uh, I understood. I'll just say I'll let you start off, and then we can roll off that.
I'm gonna say this: the man's point about getting the support in his own community is a valid point. What I didn't necessarily like is while you seeking support from somebody, everything was my and I. You know what I'm saying? So I heard you say you brought up comedians and things like that, but at a certain point, what more do you want? What do you want people to do for you? As we do this podcast, as we try to grow this podcast, I'm not looking for nobody to just show up with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just looking at it like, oh, because I know you, you should spend an hour of your life with me every week. If you do, cool. And if you don't, cool. I feel like we got a decent enough product and we have decent enough conversations. We bring resources to the front. We have fun while we doing it. This is a piece of something that's helping me mentally, spiritually, and for my legacy. Because this shit is forever. Once I hit the record button, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like I don't like to bitch or cry or moan about what somebody is not doing for me. I do the things that I want to do in spite of not getting that support. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if there's anybody that feels a certain kind of way about you having a product or a service that you do that is not being supported, you got to look inward. You got to find out why you're not being supported. If it is as good a quality as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier to fix the things that you can control than to blame it on somebody else and hope they can fix it.
Well, I was gonna say I understand. I understood he was talking about support, and I fully agree with you on your stance on it. The other thing I was gonna say is anybody that know me that watch this, if you look on my personal page, I'm always sharing somebody else's business or somebody else's accomplishments. Um, I'm always doing the Leonardo DiCaprio clap. Uh, I'm always sending the happy birthdays out. If you are in our Facebook group and you got an accomplishment and I know about it, I share it. If you got a business, I'll share it in there. Um, what what he did and what when we brought him on the platform, I totally appreciate it. I appreciated the first episode. I appreciated the second episode as a whole. But also, we gave him a chance to state his piece. If you go back and listen to it, it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and he had valid points, but you couldn't hear it. Your presentation was bad. I don't know if he was already uptight about whatever was going on for the day, but we gave him the platform to state his piece, and that's what we do. We try to give everybody. There's a lot of podcasts out there, but on our platform, we try to give our viewers, the everyday people, a chance to state their piece. I send messages all the time. Hey, do you know somebody with an interesting story? You know somebody with a business? Hit our email up. We give you a chance. Um, I respect what he's trying to do. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way. Not saying his way is the right way or the wrong way, but there's a right way and a wrong way of doing it. And like you said, if you're not getting any support the way you're doing it, you might want to change up some things. There's nothing wrong with it. We try to get better every episode, whether it be we added an intro to this. We're always trying to add something to it because we know it's not perfect, but we allow you to get it out, and that's what we're trying to perfect, allowing others to get their voice out. We gave them a chance. There's people that watched it that didn't catch us for that episode
Period.
because of that. We have no control. We wasn't rude to them. Like I said, we gave them the floor. But once again, I respect what he's trying to say. We do need to come together as people and support each other, which I know I do. So please
Which
don't
we
call
all
me out
do.
for not doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't feel about this. Like I said, this is a grassroots operation. A lot of the people that's watching this might be watching it for the first time. You don't know us. That don't mean like you don't know us. It guarantee because you watch the episode that you will come back. You might not like. You might think my nose big. You might not like the way I talk. I'm not gonna hold that against you, and I'm never gonna hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? If if and when this does become a popular, highly trafficked podcast, I don't feel no kind of way. You know, people will jump on after the fact and they'll be like, "Bro, I'm leading you the whole time," and I'll be like, "I don't remember that," but that don't mean I'm gonna hold it against you. It just means I acknowledge the people that was there with me the entire time. Um, we got a whole host of people that y'all don't know that's behind the scenes. They might pop up in the comments, they might not, but they watching what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And they do provide that feedback. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna say they supporting you. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that they aren't. I don't like when I don't like it when people bitch and moan. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like it when people bitch and moan about how some shit is not right in their life. And again, with Black Lips and Barry White Black Lips, he gonna come on again, and we gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, but I can say and I can voice my opinion to what I don't like. If he got something going on the next time he come on, we gonna give him the floor to do what he need to do. He is a man like I'm a man. He's trying to improve his life. He's trying to improve lives around him. So I commend that. I didn't appreciate the delivery on it, but it wasn't about having that moment on the podcast live. And I'm saying my piece now. So if he feel a certain kind of way, we can bring him back on and we can talk about that shit. Because that's what men supposed to be able to do. That's what grown adults supposed to be able to do. You don't have to agree with everything I do. That's my brother. We come from the same people. We do not agree on everything. You feel me? Sometimes this shit is hard. It's us working together to do something that we both want to accomplish, and we both have ideas on how we would want that to go. Sometimes he got really good ideas, and I'm jumping on, and I agree with it right then. And sometimes I'm like, and vice versa. Sometimes I might say something, and he don't. You can't not have the conversation. So if you do have a business, a project, a service, a product, and you trying to grow that, the relationships and the opportunities that you have to present what you are selling, serving, or being a resource for, you take that opportunity whether it's somebody watching or not, because again, this is in the universe. It's there forever. You know what I'm saying? And you can always come here for support. And that's whether I know you or not. I don't mean anybody no ill will. I want everybody to succeed. I want all my homeboys to be about successful shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I feel about it, man.
I was gonna tell you because it was a coincidence. So I'm in this other group, and I sent in, I posted the episode we did on villains in the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is this is not a new episode. It's an old episode, but it's an episode many people love. So somebody's gonna hit me back saying, this might sound cliche, but why didn't you have any like gory villains like Freddy Krueger? And I was like, well, we kind of wanted to be serious and fun at the same time. I said, well, how'd you like it? They went on this long spiel about, well, you should have categorized the villains. Um, I would have, how they put it, you didn't have to take as long as you did on the topic. Uh, first they start saying, y'all look like it's kind of hard to take it when y'all look like two WCW wrestlers. Yeah, and then
That's a good joke.
they went on this long spell, but I'm just like, and I just put the thumbs up at the end. Like I understand your opinion, But in a sense, like if you're doing the same thing we doing as far as podcasting, how is that constructive if we in a constructive group? Like you really don't know me to crack jokes because if I would have said this, if I would have came back with a smart comment, it might have been a problem. But I understand everybody got their own opinion. Everybody ain't gonna like it, so that's why I just put the thumbs up. Like shit, I respect it, but everybody I ever sent the episode to liked the episode and respond to the episode. Like you mad because I put the Lion King on there? Scar was a villain. You trying to
Yeah.
tell me I can't have Scar and Kaiser Sose in the same group? I can't have Thanos and Lick Winfield in the same group?
And it's my perspective. Just like it's my
Yeah,
cup or my bottle or my car or my dollar. Like, you can't change somebody else's perspective. What I would have liked to hear you say is, based on what y'all did, it was dope. I probably would have
yeah,
had a different list. That's a great comment. You feel me? But again, we not here to hate. We are very open minded. We very much the connoisseurs of conversation. You can always come on and have the conversation if you have something to say. You feel me? That's what it's more or less about. I'm here to tell people that are moving in the direction of doing something for themselves, whether that's creative, whether that's in the business sector, whether that's in your personal life, whether it's just losing weight. Don't listen to the negativity, man. Cause motherfuckers can't wait to be negative. A motherfucker can't wait for you to throw it up so they can shoot it down. And because you know that, or because I know that, I refuse to let that happen. I don't give a shit if nobody watches. Okay, I mean, let me rephrase that. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing this for celebrity. I'm not doing this necessarily like I hope it generates revenue at a certain point, but it ain't gotta make me rich. It's fulfilling because I get to sit on here with my brother, my blood. I get to go around my father and he can say, "Hey man, I saw y'all show, man. That was a pretty good show." When I pull up at the store, my homeboy pull up at the store, man, he be like, "Y'all got a show tonight?" That's what I do it for. You feel me? I'm not even cut out to be a celebrity because sometimes I just want my space. Sometimes I'm an introvert. People don't understand how big a step this is for myself and maybe my brother. I don't even know. I'm gonna let him say it in a minute. But I'm an introvert. I had to make a conscious decision to put myself out in the public. I had to make a conscious decision to be like, oh man, bro, you know there's a motherfucker that can mean you up. You feel me? I had to make a conscious decision to do that. And I'm all right with that decision because I generally don't give a fuck about negativity. It don't really, that kind of negativity, it don't chart with me. Whatever you say, that has no bearing on me. I'm here just like we started the show, the way we started the show. I'm here to see people that look like me excel. I'm here to see people overall excel. And it seems like it's always like on some black shit. I feel like we deserve that kind of spotlight. It's not to say I don't fuck with white folks. There's some good people out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's some fucked up people out there. Like Trump would say, on both sides. Very bad people. Very bad people on both sides. But at the end of the day, like the message that I would say this week for me is don't let the people that don't believe in your dream fuck up your dream. You know what I'm saying? How you feel, Carolina?
uh, I did this because, like I said, I've said in previous episodes, this is the same stuff we would have did it if we didn't record. The difference is we said we should have did it before the pandemic. We just didn't do it. During the pandemic, everybody sat down and realized some shit. We got on, let's talk on the tree. We sat with them fellas. They showed us love. They opened the door and said, and I felt like I said, well, we can do it. When brother said we can do it, that's it. There wasn't too much to think about. But once again, I support everybody who support us. I support people that don't support me back. I've shared many businesses. I've talked about many businesses. I've had businesses that probably don't even know that I've sent them people. Do I ask them to share this shit? No. Do I ask them to view this shit? No. When we did it, I really didn't tell people at first that we were about to do it. If they found out, they found out like the day before, the day after, or sometime down the road. Uh, Once again, I know y'all always see me talk about DJ Kryptonite. DJ Kryptonite is, as y'all see, one of the biggest DJs in the state of South Carolina. If he
Stay winning some
chooses to
shit.
stay winning some shit, if he chooses to support us, he support us. If he chooses not, he chooses not. That man has a right. But best believe we have a relationship where we talk about this shit off camera. We have a relationship where I know his government. We have a relationship where we're not talking about him DJing or us doing the podcast. We on a personal level.
Right.
So I share his shit. I value his shit. I value CJ Booster Girl. She's came on twice. I value Tiki Blue. I value, I don't want to say this wrong. I know you can say it. Amusa. How you say it? I know I'm saying it
Imuna
wrong.
Asa.
Yeah. Yeah,
Imuna
that.
Asa.
Yeah.
Misbehaving. Woodworks by
Misbehaving.
Joff. Woodworks by Joe. Um,
Yeah.
Infinite Designs 803 with the t-shirts. Um, my man,
Trayvon's cat.
like, yeah.
Yeah. And animated and animated. I'm sorry. Animated brand.
That's
Um,
what happened when you get in the bottle. You can't talk no more.
yeah,
Your
man. I'm
tongue got
starting to forget
heavy.
I'm starting to forget the easy words. Uh, God, oh, you really made me forget. The wing spot, Golden Wing and Irmo.
Golden Wings and Irmo. Misbehaving.
You
Like,
already said that.
yeah. Either
The
way,
tax, yeah, the credit repair. I'm sorry, Shark Credit Repair. But these are all people. I know we've had some famous people on here or semi-famous people. I have you all see to view them, but we've had a lot of regular folk. Garrick Lawton. We've had Garrick on here, the mental health person. We do this for them. We do this for y'all. But regardless, this would be the same stuff we would do. Now, do I love doing it? I love doing it, but it's a lot harder than coming on here and doing what we do. And we had to learn that. But we support everybody. We support everybody. We support you personally. We support you professionally. We support you. And if you know
and
who I
that's
am, y'all
whether
know
or
who I
not
am as a man.
that's whether or not I show up at your event or not. I ain't been to that many Kryptonite events, but he know that if somebody need his services, that he would be plugged in to get that job. Now the other side of that is stop telling people what their prices are. It's their product. They can tell you whatever fucking price they want to. You can choose to support it or not. But stop telling people they too expensive. Like the little TikTok shit. Say you ain't got the money. Say you broke. Don't tell them they price too high. You
Yeah,
either gonna support or you not gonna support.
yeah. There was a guest I wanted to bring on here. He's well known. Uh, I shot him. I shot an invite, and his man just shot me a price. I couldn't deal with the price right now, so it was left up that. And I honestly told him, I said, I know right now by me turning it down, the price ain't gonna be the same later. I got to live with that, and that was
Straight
that.
up.
That was just
Straight up.
being real. So to each his own. But like you say, it's about relationships. I don't care who you are. That price tag might not be the same depending on your relationship. And then it might not be the same depending on how you carry yourself because people look at that.
People look at that.
So so I just say you are who you are and people see it. That's it. You are
I
who you are.
mean,
People see it.
we regular people. I don't even want to get the impression that I feel like a celebrity because I have a podcast. A lot of people got podcasts. I feel like a lot of people should do podcasts. You know what I'm saying? For their own, whether they got a service or not. It's like to me, podcasting is kind of like keeping a journal. You feel me? I'm just willing to share the stuff that I want to share with people. You know what I mean? And my brother as well. You know what I'm saying? This is a conversation that we would just have on the phone, like he said a million times. I want people to understand that nothing, it's that old cliche shit. Nothing worth having is easy. Michael Jordan didn't get to be Michael Jordan by just showing up, dribbling the basketball, and shooting 2 shots a game. Kobe didn't become Michael Jordan by saying he wanted to be Michael Jordan. Mike Tyson didn't become Mike Tyson by saying he wanted to be Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? He had to go in there and he had to put in some fucking work. Everything ain't always glamorous. It don't come easy. A lot of times, you be ready to give up. A lot of times, you be ready to mail it in. A lot of times, you be like, man, I just got off work. I'm going to go back to work. That's just the price you pay to do something that you want to do. You feel me? That's what I got on that, man.
Well, that was a nice little spiel.
Hey, man, look,
That was a nice little spiel.
I
Then
just
I ain't
feel
got nothing
like,
to.
yeah, man, it's a lot going on in the world. I pray for everybody's health. I pray for everybody else's healing, man. Like, it is not, it's not fucked up for you to be like, this is hard. Life is tough. It's not fucked up for you to say that, man. And look, we gonna go into the last call. Carolina, if you got anything left to say, brother, go ahead and say your piece, man.
One more again, shout out to my homeboy making #1 DJ in state of South Carolina mixtape. DJ Kryptonite. Give him a shout out. But other than that, man, just support each other. Support yourself, matter of fact. You can't support nobody else. You can't support yourself. So support yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, um, whatever. Just support yourself and then support others if you can, if you choose to. Just just know you'll feel better about yourself if you help somebody. I'm not saying you go out there and give to the Salvation Army or give money to every bum, but even if you just help somebody with a words of wisdom, words of motivation, that's putting into a different offer plate that you will get rewarded later. You just don't know yet. Just because you
That's
don't
what's
know
happening.
now, that don't mean you won't be rewarded later.
Look, man, I'm gonna leave this one like this, man. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Don't kill Julius Jones in Oklahoma. Send Kyle Rittenhouse ass to fucking jail. And them 3 other fuckers that killed Ahmaud Arbery, him too. Arrest the motherfuckers that killed Breonna Turner. And you know what I'm saying? Let's start to try to act like it's easy and even and fair for people. If you need somebody, say something, man. It's hard out here. I want everybody to have a chance to, like I said, heal and be an asset to humanity. This is the Bottom of the Bottom podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we gone, man. We'll catch you next time.